Hi, Jamie Lenderman here, Research Manager at Omdia, and today we're at SCTE Cable Tech Expo 2023 in Denver, Colorado. I'm joined by Todd McCrum, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Broadband Access. How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you for having me.
Are you having a good show?
Having a great show.
Yes, well, we're seeing so much, it's very buzzy. I like to use that term of how this show has been going. We're having lots of conversations about consumer bandwidth and the increases that we're seeing in demand. And how does AOI plan to help address this?
Yeah, so there's a ton of new demand for internet access and speeds, predominantly in the reverse path. So right now we've launched our Quantum Bandwidth 12, which is a 1.2 gigahertz line of amplifier products that allows all the operators to be able to increase the upstream speeds up to like 200 megahertz and provide up to 2 gigabits upstream, along with still having their 10 gigabit downstream. So we're starting to reach an ability to do a 2 gigabit by 2 gigabit. The newest launch that we're having is our Quantum Bandwidth 18, which is our 1.8 gigahertz, which will now allow providers to do a full 10 gigabit downstream bandwidth, but now have 6 gigabit upstream. So really, really, really powerful multi-gigabit symmetrical speeds.
So when operators are, working towards being able to offer this sort of bandwidth, what are some of the challenges that they're facing?
It's a great question. So for years, the biggest challenge for the cable operators has been getting more symmetrical speeds. So now being able to increase their upstream spectrum from 50 megahertz to 83 on a mid-split, and now moving up to 200, that's getting into the gigabit and multi-gigabit speeds. So speed has been, upstream speeds and the symmetrical portion of that has been a big emphasis. And again, now with 1.8, they can go to 6 gigabit in the upstream. So the speed is a huge, huge, huge thing. But the second thing that they've wrestled with for years is how to have ingress management and remote management of their network. So as we've launched this new set of 1.8 gigahertz products, we're building the smart technology, the standards in the smart technology. So it's great for operators that want to have very aggressive builds because their technicians can set up the amplifiers automatically quickly. But the second thing is with our Quantum Link remote management, now they're getting a lot of data to pinpoint where they have problems in the network. So as opposed to sending multiple crews, they know exactly where to go to fix that. In addition to that, if it's just a setup issue, they can do that remotely. So there's a massive OpEx savings as AI becomes available to attach to the new data that they get across Quantum Link. Now they can do predictive analytics so that when they see a problem emerging, they can go out and take care of it before it ever impacts a customer.
That's amazing. And so there's been a strategy shift at AOI, and you're selling directly to MSOs now. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So AOI has shipped products directly to customers for decades, but never in this business. This is the first time for our broadband access that we've shipped direct. And so, the reason for that is we've had a history of having great world-class engineering and very capable high-capacity manufacturing. What we wanted to do as the industry changes is get much closer to the customer. So we're getting real-time information sharing to know what's important in their strategy and be able to match our product introductions to that. So not a shift for the company, but a shift for this business, bringing us closer to our customers and allowing us to become much more adaptive to what they want to do.
So what are the next plans for AOI, to enhance platforms, to offer new solutions?
So we're going to continue to roll out an entire line of HFC products from nodes, 1.8 gigahertz nodes, amplifiers that we're launching, as well as taps and passives. And then we want, in the meantime, we're also looking at complementary products that we talked about in a panel earlier this week, which is fiber-based, a PON product for the cable MSOs for those very high-end commercial and residential customers.
And one last thing I want to pick your brain on. What has been your biggest takeaways from the show?
The show's been fantastic this year. The quality of interaction, the number of panels where we're bringing the vendors together to collaborate on standards for the industry. We're bringing the MSOs together with the vendors to help make sure that we're bringing collectively bringing products and standards out. And the levels here, I mean, just seeing decision makers and critical influencers. This is the best show I've been to since early 2000s.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Todd.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.